Hello, welcome to another session of heat transfer. Today we'll discuss the second problem on heat exchanger. So this problem is related to counterflow heat exchanger. So the problem statement is something like this, as you can visualize. So in a counterflow double pipe heat exchanger, water is heated from 25 degrees Celsius to 65 degrees Celsius by an oil with a specific heat of 1.45 kilojoules per kg Kelvin and mass flow rate of 0.9 kg per second. The oil is cooled from 230 degrees Celsius to 160 degrees Celsius. If overall heat transfer coefficient is 420 watt per meter square degree Celsius, calculate A, rate of heat transfer, B, mass flow rate of water, and C, surface area of the heat exchanger. Okay, this is the problem statement. Now we will try to extract the given data. So basically, as I told in the previous class, in previous lecture also, so the hot fluid which is there, as it flows throughout the heat exchanger, initially its temperature will be high, and as it passes throughout the heat exchanger, its temperature decreases. So this is the case with the hot fluid. The temperature of the hot fluid, initially it will be high, and as it flows throughout the heat exchanger, its temperature falls. But whereas in case of cold fluid, initial temperature of the cold fluid will be less, but as it passes throughout the heat exchanger, its temperature will increase. So this is the case with that is cold fluid. So for cold fluid, initial temperature will be less, but as it passes throughout the heat exchanger, its temperature will increase. Okay, so now we'll extract the given data. So in a counterflow heat exchanger, so it is the example of counterflow heat exchanger, double pipe heat exchanger. Water is heated from 25 degrees Celsius to 65 degrees Celsius. So here the cold fluid is water, right? Because water is heated, so initial temperature of water is 25 degrees Celsius, but at the end of the heat exchanger, the water temperature is raised to 65 degrees Celsius. So cold fluid is water here, and its temperatures are given. That is, T1 will be the temperature of the cold fluid at the inlet, and T2 is the temperature of the cold fluid at the exit. Okay, so how it is heated? It is heated by oil with a specific heat of 1.45 kilojoules per kg. So specific heat of hot fluid is given, right? Here hot fluid is what? Here hot fluid is oil, and its specific gravity, specific heat value is given. Specific heat value is what? 1.45 kilojoules per kg Kelvin, and mass flow rate is also given for a hot fluid. Mass flow rate is 0.9 kg per second, right? 0.9 kg per second. This is the mass flow rate of hot fluid. The oil is cooled from, okay, this is the hot fluid, this oil is cooled from, so initial temperature of the oil is 230 degrees Celsius, and it is cooled to 160 degrees Celsius. As it passes throughout the heat exchanger, the initial temperature is 230 degrees Celsius. This is for oil, since oil is a hot fluid. So at the inlet, the temperature of the oil is 230 degrees Celsius, as you can see here, 230 degrees Celsius, and the exit temperature of the hot fluid, that is T2, is 60 degrees Celsius. So as you can see in the temperature distribution diagram here, temperature distribution diagram. So this is the arrangement for counterflow heat exchanger. So T1 is what? This is the cold fluid, right? This is the cold fluid, and this is for hot fluid. So cold fluid temperature is 25 degrees Celsius at the inlet, and at the exit the cold fluid temperature is 65 degrees Celsius. But whereas for hot fluid, so this is the diagram, this is the line of hot fluid. So initial temperature of the hot fluid is 230 degrees Celsius, and at the exit of the heat exchanger, the temperature of the hot fluid is 160 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is how you have to extract the given data, and along with that, overall heat transfer coefficient is given, that is 420 watt per meter square degree Celsius. So this is U, right? So first, so three things are to be calculated. Rate of heat transfer Q is to be calculated, capital Q. Mass flow rate of water, right? Mass flow, since water is a cold fluid here, so we need to calculate m dot C. Mass flow rate of the water is to be calculated. Along with that, we need to calculate surface area of the heat exchanger. Surface area of the heat exchanger, area A, is to be calculated. So to calculate rate of heat transfer Q, so we have this equation: heat lost by the hot fluid is equal to heat gained by the cold fluid. So this is the equation. So mass flow rate Q is equal to, this expression represent heat lost by the cold fluid is equal to heat gained by the hot fluid. So I will go with this expression: Q is equal to m dot h Cph into bracket T1 minus T2. Otherwise you can also go with m dot c. So m dot c value is not given because we need to calculate here. Okay, so we can go with mass flow rate, that is rate of heat transfer, can be calculated by m dot h Cph into bracket T1 minus T2. Since T1 and T2 are also known, along with that specific heat value is also known, then mass flow rate of the hot fluid is also known. So we can easily go with this expression: m dot h Cph into bracket T1 minus T2. So now simplify, just substitute the values here. M dot h mass flow rate of hot fluid is 0.9, specific heat is 1.45, multiplied by 230 minus 160, so you will get 91.45 kilojoules per second it is. Okay, kilojoules per second, so you can convert it in terms of 91.35 into 10 raised to 3 joules per second. So this is the expression for, that is Q, mass flow rate of heat transfer throughout the heat exchanger. This, okay. Now heat lost by the hot fluid is equal to heat gained by the cold fluid, right? This is one more expression: Q is equal to, right? So we have no doubt, we already calculated the value of Q here, 91.35 into 10 raised to 3 joules per second. So the same equation, so in this equation, as you can see, Q is equal to heat lost by oil is equal to heat gained by the water. So this is nothing but rate of heat transfer. So this is equal to, this is nothing but Q, right? As you can see here, this is nothing but Q, rate of heat transfer. So this Q is equal to this equation. So heat lost by the oil is equal to heat gained by the water. So from this equation, as you can see, so this term is nothing but Q, rate of heat transfer in the heat exchanger. This Q is equal to m dot c Cpc into bracket T2 minus T1. So mass flow rate can be calculated here. So we can say it, m dot c is equal to, so this 91.35, 91.35 is nothing but this value, that is Q, So as you can see here, this Q is equal to m dot h Cph into bracket T1 minus T2. So this is nothing but the Q is equal to 91.35 divided by 4.187 into bracket 65 minus 25, you will get 0.4545 kg per second, 0.545 kg per second. So this is the mass flow rate of the cold fluid, okay. So one thing you should remember, that the value of Q, I have taken it as 91.35 kilojoules per second. It is in terms of kilojoules per second, and at same time specific heat value, it is also in terms of kilojoules, as you can see here. So specific heat is also in terms of kilojoules per second, right? So that's why it is the value, whatever the value are you getting, it is in terms of kg per second only, okay. So make sure the unit of this and unit of this should be same, unit of Q and unit of mass flow rate, that is unit of specific heat should be same. Otherwise you just convert it into 10 raised to 3 like this, or convert it like this: Q is equal to 91.35 into 10 raised to 3 joule per second, and you can convert the value of C as 4.187 into 10 raised to 3, right? So accordingly you can manage the things, okay. So here so Q is equal to, now we will go with this A value. We need to calculate the surface area here. So Q is equal to UA into bracket delta T of a heat exchanger. So this expression is there in your data handbook, as you can see here. So this is for heat exchanger: Q is equal to UA into delta T LMTD, right? So this is a counter flow heat exchanger, right? This is a counter flow heat exchanger, and you have to go with this expression: delta T LM is equal to, so T1 minus T2 minus T2 minus T1 divided by ln of T1 minus T2 divided by T2 minus T1. So you have to go with this expression. This is a counter flow arrangement, okay. So we know all the values here. So delta T is equal to, right, delta T is equal to, go with this expression, so just substitute all the values here. So you will get delta T is equal to 149.5 degrees Celsius. So from this equation we can calculate the value area A is equal to, A is given by, so since Q is equal to U into A into delta T, okay, so area is equal to Q divided by U into delta T, or we know the value of Q is equal to 91.35 into 10 raised to 3 into U value is given, that is 420 multiplied by delta T, that is LMTD of a counterflow heat exchanger, that is 149.5. So just substitute the values and you can get the value of area is equal to 1.45 meters square.